All right, so first for the year, and if you're anything like me, around this time of year, after the heavy eating for the Christmas season and thing, I like to take it slow, take it light, and go with light meals. So soups and salads is my jam this time of the year, right? And it being guava season, I hope you did not throw away your ham bone. Now, truth be told, this is not my ham bone. I get this from Ronaldo. So all the meat on this still is not me. Don't blame me, there's Ronaldo. So if you had to, do any flaming comments, direct it towards Ronaldo, right? But I will be scraping off the meat and thing, don't worry, we'll get into it. But the important thing is that you did not throw this away, you have it in your freezer, and I'm gonna show you how to make a real nice soup using your ham bone, or if it's turkey, you could use the turkey bones as well. I already have a Trini style soup on the channel. So this soup that I'm doing today is not that kind of soup. I'm going for a more kind of Asian inspired something. You go see, it will be real nice. And I have usual suspects, your ginger, your garlic, onion, and that kind of thing. Some pak choy, some carrots. It will be a real nice recipe. So let me get into it one time. All right, so the first thing I want to do is take off this excess meat off of this bone, because we're going to use back this meat in the soup. Now, if you are the type of person who does, make sure that you scrape off all the meat off the bone, and not like Ronaldo who does leave a whole set of meat on the thing, then you wouldn't have to go through this step. But as you could see here, it have a whole set of meat still on this bone that you could do all kind of thing with. I don't know what Ronaldo does be telling himself, leaving all this meat on the bone. But you know what? I ain't complaining. I'm real glad. Thank you, Ronaldo. I will dance at your wedding. This is real meat still. So as I say, we could do all kind of thing with this, which I will be doing. I'll be utilizing this. So just wanna carve it, get as much of the meat off of it as possible. You don't have to get all, because a little bit of the meat will still help flavor the broth that we're gonna make. So what I'm actually going to do is make a ham bone broth, and that is going to be the flavoring or the liquid for our soup. So it's really a kind of ramen approach to the soup that I'm doing. But instead of, going for the whole, I know people that say, put your bone into the water and let it cook for like 14 hours or something ridiculous. So now I'm going through all that. I want to put it in the pressure cooker, and we'll put it on for about an hour, and I think that'll be good enough. Because yes, we want real flavor and thing, but who have 14 hours to wait on, a broth to make? Certainly not me, and I'm pretty sure that you don't either. If you do, go ahead and do it low and slow, but I ain't have no time for that. I also don't have enough gas for that either. So, we're looking good here. I think we have a lot of the meat off. So let's move on to the next step. All right, so going in with the ham bone here. Adding in some pieces of fat there. That'll bring great flavor to the broth as well. And because we go in for that whole Asian inspired finish, I add in 5 star anise in there. That'll bring great flavor. And I want my broth spicy, so I'm going in with 2 whole Scotch bonnet peppers. And now I'm just gonna fill this with water. All right, so now I have this filled, and I'm gonna transfer it to the stove top, and we're gonna let this pressure cook for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, so while we have the broth going, in the meantime, between time, I'm gonna cut up my aromatics and veggies. All right, so hours passed and we're looking good. As you can see here, the star anise will plump up and ting. I already tasted it, and I definitely want to flavor this a little more, so I'm going in with the champ of champs, MSG. If you don't want to use MSG, use your salt or whatever, but I mean, we're going for flavor here, right? So a little bit of MSG up in here. Give that a little stir. All right, so we're good to go here with the broth. Nice flavor and thing going on. I'm gonna strain it out, and then we're gonna move on to the next step of creating the soup. All right, so for the next step, what I wanna do is cook these rice noodles. Cook. Basically, all you have to do is put them into a bowl, and I'm just gonna break it in half here. Try not to get rice noodles all over the kitchen. All right, I'm not gonna break it in half. I just need it to fit in the bowl, all right? So, right. And these rice noodles, I find that's coming real handy, Dread. Like, you'll see them in the grocery, and you might pass them straight, but don't sleep on these rice noodles. All you have to do is pour some hot water on them, leave it to soak for about 5 minutes or so, and you're good to go. And this is my go-to. You see, like during the weekend thing, when I wanna make like a quick dinner, something real quick, these rice noodles come in real handy for a nice little stir fry, or, well, in this case, a quick little soup. And I mean, I'm saying quick, but really take an hour to make this broth. But remember, after you make this broth, you can put it in the fridge, you understand? Set it as, put it in the fridge, and the next time you're making a soup, you don't have to go through the whole hour. You have your broth ready, you have your veggies cut up and thing, a quick thing. So, nice little hack there if you want to create this soup as a quick dinner, quick fix kind of scene. All right, so first things first, a little bit of the ham here. You're just gonna kind of fry this off for a couple of minutes, about 2 minutes or so, and get it kind of crispy. Yes, I said crispy, not crispy, crispy. All right, so we get this nice and crispy, or crispy. So just gonna set this aside. All right, so you wanna get the wok nice and hot here, and go in with our veggies. So in with the pak choy stems, in with some carrots, a little bit of ginger, some onion, and a little bit of garlic. Give that a toss. And you don't want to cook this for very long. At least I don't want to cook it for very long. I like, when I do these stir fries for my veggies and things, to have a crunch to it still. So I would say nothing more than 1 minute would be sufficient to cook these. And I'm not adding any salt because we have enough salt in the broth. Let's add a little bit of black pepper to season. All right, so I added a touch of oil to the wok, and now I'm just gonna do a quick stir fry on the pak choy leaves. Again, you don't want to cook these for too long. I would say that's about 30 seconds and you're good. All right, so time to build this soup. Going in with some of the noodles. All right, so add in my veg, garlic, carrots, the pak choy stems, add in my pak choy leaves here, ham bits on top, and just finishing it off with some fresh cilantro. And boom, that is it right there, you know. And listen, we ain't standing on ceremony here. I'm gonna jump in one time and give this a taste. Taste some of the broth. Yeah. Trust and believe this saying real things. Yeah, man. I need to pat myself on the back here. This tasting real nice. Light, but very flavorful. I'm gonna get my chopsticks. I'm not very good at using chopsticks, so all they do, come for me in the comments. I'm gonna try and, you know, get a decent bite here. Get a bit of everything. Yeah, this, it's light, right? It's a light soup, but it's packed with flavor. The Scotch bonnet in there, giving you a real nice heat, so it just kind of warming you up on the inside. Trust and believe, this real winning, real winning. All right, so you see how we not wasting nothing here. Take the ham bone that we had from Christmas, and I hope you didn't throw out yours. I hope you still have it in the freezer so you can try this recipe and make the broth. You don't have to use all one time. You could stick the rest in the fridge, so anytime you want to make a quick little soup, quick dinner vibes, you can make this in, I would say, 10 to 15 minutes tops. And you don't have to stick to using the same veggies that I use. You could choose whatever veggies and thing you like and make this your own dish. If you like this recipe, please give the video a thumbs up and give it a share. And if you do try it, please post your photos to social media and tag us. We'd love to see them. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.